Hey friends, this is Mrs. Volfie from Our Half Acre Homestead with another movie review. And remember folks, whenever I do a movie review on anything to do with God or the Bible, remember folks, the movie is Hollywood and not necessarily biblically accurate. Now having said that, I want to tell you how much I enjoyed the movie Exodus, Gods and Kings. You know, you always knew when I was a kid that Easter was around the corner because they started playing the Ten Commandments on TV with Charlton Heston and Yul Brynner. Now, this is basically the Ten Commandments, or a remake of the Ten Commandments in a more shorter version. However, what I loved about this movie was when I was a kid and we watched the Ten Commandments, okay, Moses was in the forefront of the entire movie. Yes, God appeared as a burning bush and he chiseled, you know, with fire on the tablets, the Ten Commandments and all that stuff. But Moses kind of eclipsed, the character Moses kind of eclipsed the message of God in the movie, of the Ten Commandments. This one, Moses was played by Christian Bale. And he did a great job. What I loved about this movie was that Moses was human, okay? He wasn't, you know, godlike. I mean, guys, when I first sobered up, I thought I had a belief system. I thought I had a faith. What I had was a lot of mixed messages and superstitions of my childhood and growing up. So when someone, you know, when we were doing an exercise in our program of recovery, someone asked me, what if I closed my eyes and I pictured God, what would I see? And I said, oh, Charlton Heston in the Ten Commandments. And that stuck with me for a long time. Because of course, the character is going to eclipse the message in a lot of ways. Because remember folks, Hollywood is not biblically always accurate. Okay, and of course it's Charlton Heston. He eclipsed everybody, right? But in this movie, you saw Moses' struggle as a man. Okay, you saw him argue with God, and I love that for one simple reason. I argue with God all the time. You know, so much so I've had to start reading the Bible again, and I started last night at chapter 1 of Genesis, because even if the Bible has been interpreted 100 different ways, and from, you know, from Hebrew to Latin to this to that to English to this to that, I'm still going to learn a lot from it. It's a great book. It's a textbook as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so my point is, Moses was relatable. He was relatable as a human being. And it portrayed God of the Old Testament, that vengeful God who wanted crap done, and he wanted it done now. It portrayed him really well. It portrayed God really well. So, having said that, I couldn't resist. I had to do another movie. I had to do another biblical movie, but I really, really enjoyed it. It was not necessarily as dramatic, but it was more relatable. This is the Mrs. Volfie from Our Half Acre Homestead saying, you know what? Believe what you like. It was still a good movie. Take care. Bye-bye.